Hey guys, Glade1359 here, bringing you the first of many gold camo videos for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. To kick off this series, I decided to work on the MP5 first because it is one of the first guns you get access to, and since the game just came out, I figured this gun would be getting a lot more attention in the first couple weeks than over the game's span. Now, at completion of this video, I did it all before the nerf of the MP5, before it got more recoil and less damage range. So just a heads up, this is before that patch, so it is much more powerful here in this video than it would probably be for you. Now, just like in my Black Ops 4 videos, the clips you will see in these gold gun videos will be most or some of my bloodthirsties, depending on how many I get, but it does differ from Black Ops 4 because you need almost double the bloodthirsties, and I'm trying to make these videos nice and short and to the point, so I will not be including every bloodthirsty I get while going for these camo challenges. I recommend going into hardcore because it just makes it so much easier, especially I think with the MP5. Most enemies are a 1 or 2 shot depending on the range, and it just felt very easy to complete the MP5 here. As you can see, I definitely do get low on health a lot. I recommend having the ninja perk and ghost. It just makes it so much easier to run around the map since there is no mini-map really to begin with. The most difficult part about the MP5 was the point blank kills, but that was because of a bug which should have been patched by the time I'm doing this voiceover, but I'm not 100% sure because I have not checked it out recently. But once you get going on the MP5, it should be much easier to get those kills than I had here. The 7 different categories for camos are sprays, which are unlocked with the gun, stripes, which can be progressed on starting at level 5, then classic, which is the bloodthirsty, starting at weapon level 10. That is a big one. Moving on, we have geometric unlocked at level 20, flora at level 30, science at level 40, and finally psychedelic at level 50. So you definitely do need to max level the gun to get every camo completed, which there are 55 levels. For the kills, headshots, and bloodthirsties, that is going to be the big time where you level up the gun. Those are your first 3 possible camos to work on, and they just play a big factor into setting you up to work on the rest of the camos.
Care package available for tasking.
Also, before weapon level 10, it is kind of not important whatsoever to go after camos because level 10 is when you do unlock those bloodthirsties, and before then it's kind of just you need to level up your weapon as fast as you can before wearing camos. Now, like I mentioned earlier in this video, I played most of this gun in hardcore. The only camos I would recommend going for in hardcore if I was to do it again though would be long shots and bloodthirsties. Long shots are kind of self-explanatory. It's a SMG. They are terrible at range, so hardcore just makes it a lot easier. All the rest of the camos though, after patches in the game, should be able to be done easier in the core modes, and for the flora camo set, it is almost necessary that you are in core if you want to get this camo done as fast as possible. Finally, time for the class setup. Obviously we are having the MP5 in our primary gun slot. I ended up putting the knife in the secondary spot just for faster movement to get to the close quarter engagements. Finally, I love to rock a stim shot on my tactical, but if you are going for the flora camos, I recommend having a stun. It doesn't really matter what kind of lethal grenade you have. I personally love the frag, and then trophy system is my utility of choice. But also, if you are going for flora, it is almost necessary to have the field mic just because it makes it that much easier. For the perks, I'm using perk greed, and I have flak jacket and tactical mask because so many throwables are thrown in every match. Scavenger and quartermaster to pick up ammo and get my equipment back, and then ghost and ninja Now, I recommend Ghost over Cold-Blooded, especially in hardcore, because one spy plane could ruin your run if they call one in, and you don't really have to worry about score streaks as much, I noticed. But if you don't have perk read, I recommend Lawbreaker, but since Ninja is unlocked when Lawbreaker is, or once you get perk read, it is kind of up to you, but Ninja is almost a necessity to run around the map quietly, especially if you are in hardcore. Sometimes those maps can get very quiet. Getting into gun attachments, I recommend if you are using an optic, it be the Millstop Reflex, but it is all personal preference here, and if you choose not to use an optic, then I recommend the SAS mag clamp instead for this class setup. For the barrel, I use the 9.5 Ranger to increase the muzzle velocity, just because you need to shoot faster. The SWAT 5 milliwatt laser sight, just because that is the best increase on hip fire accuracy, and since I'm not always ADS, that is a big help. The field agent grip increases both types of recoil control, which is huge. Not necessary for hardcore, just because you shouldn't be spraying your gun anyways. We have the SAS mag clamp again, since I did not use an optic. And finally, we have no stock, which is increasing our sprint to fire time. Yes, it does decrease hip fire, but that is another reason we have a 36% increase with that laser. And there we have it, guys. Here's the class setup for the MP5. Also, any map so far in this game is good for the MP5. It really just depends on how you play it. Even Satellite with the dunes is still very playable to get, especially those bloodthirsties. You just have to be able to play in the cliffs and up close. Now, Nuketown 84 did just drop. I have not played a crazy amount of time on that map, but from what I have seen so far, that is the one map I don't think you should play when going for at least the MP5, probably any camo challenges. The map is just way too small and too close quarters, and you die too many times for it to be very effective. It'll be much more effective if you do go to the regular playlist and play your normal maps. Alrighty guys, that is going to do it for the MP5 2 Gold. I hope this video was helpful. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it short and sweet to best help you. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and comment, and if you aren't already, don't forget to subscribe. And with that, I'm going to go get started on the Milano 821, and I will see you guys in the next one.